I think I just like catching bass. And so if it means throwing finesse swim baits, hair jigs, jigs, whatever the case may be, I just like catching bass. And so every technique's my favorite technique. So if it gets old hearing me say, oh, that's my favorite technique, well, guess what? It probably is at the time because it's catching them. My favorite technique for catching bass is gonna be the ones that work. It's like just warm enough to where you probably need to travel with a jacket, but just hot enough to where when you stop, you're freaking just too hot. Okay, so we're going all out paddletail here. Going with the Tilo Special. So one key thing, guys, on the paddletail, and even on the hair, and I go through this with clients all the time and other people, but realistically, man, you got to work this thing like super slow. Like it's got to hit bottom. You're not going to get near as many. Like, yeah, you can get bites if, ooh, I don't know how that happens. You're definitely going to get a heck of a lot more bites by reeling it super slow. So whenever I get into like this shallower stuff, man, I'm throwing an eighth. There's one. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one, I can tell. It's not a walleye. Ooh, that's a good one. Good one. Whoop. Just relax, baby girl. I'll grab you just like that. Goldeneye. Not a giant, but you can definitely see that she coughed that thing right up. Let that drag. Let that drag just sing. We're just working these breaks with the fly and with the swimmer and staying on top of them and just working them, man. Trying to see if we can get something to open up for us. Wind really laid down on us today. Like it's pretty much non-existent. So we are trying a completely different side of the lake now, just because I felt like doing it. Why not, right? That was on the Swimbait, the old swimmer. Oh, I freaking caught him right there. It just didn't get us, it didn't get us like a giant, straight mega. That's what we're after. This year we have not, like, last year I caught like 2 6-pounders on opener. Or in like that opening week, I caught like 2 6-pounders like opening week. So a guy just hopes, you know? That's like what we're trying to do. So, you know, finesse paddletails is such a great way to catch fish. There's another one. Oh, he came up. Finesse paddletails, God, that sucks. Finesse paddletails is such a good way to catch them, guys. How do I know when to use a paddletail versus a hair jig? You know, and for me, it's got everything to do with like what I'm seeing. So I've not seen a whole lot of bugs on the surface. I haven't seen them like eating a bunch of bugs. Like that has not gone down. That kind of tells me that they might have come off of feeding up or feeding on bugs, for that matter. Oftentimes, like for me, that's what it is though. It's gonna be like today I came out The sun wasn't out good. It was really cloudy and pretty windy. And I started off with the swim bait, and I caught one like right away on the swimmer. Just kept on going. I caught a couple on a hair jig this morning too, but I just think that if there's no sun and you don't see a ton of bugs floating around or like on the top of the water and they're not surfacing, I just personally think that screams like if you're gonna throw a moving bait, it's gonna be a paddletail or like a spy bait type deal. And that's gonna be like my go-to. And we're just getting into like where I'll start throwing the spy bait a little bit this year. We're just getting into it. Like it's gotta get a little warmer. So we're just gonna keep on rolling. Keep on rolling and patrolling. That was kind of a bummer. I was hoping to catch that other one. A lot of times with moving baits, like I said it with the hair jig, it's really a do nothing bait if you got the right rod and reel. I want to catch them like preferably the easiest way possible that I can. I've made it a habit of that just off of guiding because I guide a lot. I get clients of all sorts of different experience levels. I've had everything from like turnkey guys to, you know, guys that are beginners and stuff like that. So I've seen a little bit of everything. But when we're talking paddletails, it doesn't matter your experience level, you're gonna have fun catching them. It's not like one of those deals where you're only gonna catch small fish with it. You're definitely gonna catch big ones with it. There's one. Oh, he's got it good. I've seen him on live scope. You can definitely catch big ones with the paddletail for sure. And like I said, like right there, you guys seen it, man. I didn't really do anything special. All I did, oh man, he's got a family with him. Oh my gosh. You guys should see this. There is like 5 of them with him. He's not huge, but we'll definitely, we'll definitely take him. Not my best like landing day, really. As I was saying, it does get bit. It's a moving bait too. And you can do like, you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. There's no real rules to it. Like one of my favorite ways to fish it is just to slow roll it. Like I'm doing right now, just a steady retrieve, nice and slow. And for me, I try to work this bait literally as slow as I possibly can. The size that you select for your head is important because it's gonna correlate to how deep you're fishing. Now, paddletail can be fished shallow, it can be fished deep, it can be fished all of the above. If I'm fishing like 8 feet or less, I'm gonna use like either an 1/8 or a 3/32. Okay, now right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm fishing in about 7 feet of water. I'm throwing an 1/8 ounce and I'm able to work it this slow without it getting caught constantly. You know, and you are gonna run into bottom, you're gonna hit rocks and stuff like that, and that's okay. Like that's what you want to bounce off the bottom. I've heard clients or I've heard other people say that to me, like, oh, you know, I can't fish it that slow because it's hitting off bottom. That's what you want to happen. Like that's what we're going for right now, is for it to come off bottom. So there he is. That feels like a walleye. This is one of those areas where we're in shallower water. Gosh, this paddletail is doing it today. Not a big one, but we're in one of those areas where you could do either or. You could do an 1/8, you could do a 3, whoop. Come here, buddy. You could do an 1/8, you could do a 3/32. It's all about how good the fish are, or how fast you're able to get away with your retrieve. There he is, he got it. I seen him down there, and there is a bunch with them too. Oh my goodness, you guys. There's a loon by him. Oh my God, there's a loon by this thing. That's crazy. There's a freaking loon trying to eat this thing. This is gonna be the bigger one of the day so far. Oh my goodness, he's a mega freaking conger right here. Oh goodness. There you go. Another one on the paddletail. Show you guys quick, just like that. Freaking conger, dude. Today has been a different type of day. They've been positioned kind of weird. Like some have been off these big humps. Some of them have been on top. They're just scattered everywhere. They're not really in any specific place. I've caught them everywhere, but like the vast majority of them have been on the tops of flats next to bigger boulders. How's there not one on this big ass boulder right here? That's what I want to know. That's what I can't understand. See, like this rock out here is what I'm really curious about behind me, because there's so much of it. There's one. I was gonna say, I'd be surprised if I couldn't get at least one in here. This is like one of the better spots down here. This thing is, what is this thing? It's a brown one. It's just, ooh. Oh yeah, he's upset. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, dude. This is go like this. Another goalie right to the head. Another little. Like realistically, to me, this time of year, you got to fish with such an open mind. Be kind of open to whatever these fish are doing, and be willing to take a few chances here and there. And that's what I'm doing today. Is just doing some outside of the box stuff, and it's been working. You know, I went and fished. There's one. Dude. That's definitely outside the box. And another big one. And it's a, oh my gosh, this is a giant, you guys. Freaking welded, guys. That's a good one. Another decent one, dude. Just freaking floating this swim bait around. Okay, so if you look at this, it's kind of hard to see, but back here, you got this little hill type deal, or that rock vein wraps around, and then down here is actually a bottom side. So up on the top of this, it's like 4.5, 5 feet, drops down into 7 down in this like lighter area. And then there's another one even behind it. So there's 2 or 3 different levels to this. And I like areas like that because it's just, that's what I call like an area where you can't go wrong. I will cast all over the place on this, and I will cast all over the place on this and not really be afraid that I'm hitting water that's not productive. And I'm pretty confident that I can get bit on stuff like that. There we go. That might be the one. Oh God. That might be the one. He's fighting like he's a bigger one. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. This is what we were waiting for today. We were looking for one great big one and we found her. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep her on because she's barely hooked. You guys, barely hooked. Oh, come here, baby. She's a 5er for sure. She's got that thing. Oh man, it's hooked okay. Oh boy. Come here, sweetheart. Come here, sweetheart. Oh, oh, oh. Relax, I got you, huh? Along for the ride? Look at that. Man, oh man, what a day. Oh God, maybe the thing was gone. Like, gone. There we go. How cool is that? Throw Mr. Netter around just so I can say I caught. Well, no, I caught it. I did. I forgot about that. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm throwing net around just because so I can say I caught him on the old trifecta today, but I did already. Like that already done happened. I want to throw the swimmer around because that's been really catching them. One thing that I've noticed. I wasn't ready for him to eat like that. That's cool. That's the brown one. He's all right. He's all right. Just the circumstances, man. Ooh. Dude, you just got me soaked. We could have just lifted your ass in a couple times. Got him on the net. They're eating everything today. Ooh. That's how it's done, son. Pull them right off that boulder. That's a good one. Jeez. That's a good one, dude. Jeez. That's a hog. Not the greatest at landing them, but check that out. That's a giant right there. Damn. Dude. If you guys are looking to book a guide trip, my June is starting to get shot. Like, it's almost done. I only have so much availability in June and it's gonna go by the wayside pretty soon here. Get a hold of me, send me a message, or you guys can email me at samrunfishing@gmail.com and I'd be happy to get you guys out on Mille Lacs Lake and put some big smallmouth in the boat, breaking PBs daily. I love it. Let's get you guys out on the water and catch more bass. Don't forget, like and subscribe to the video, and we'll see you guys out on the water.
I spend my time just racking my brain just to feel